Hey, thinking outside the long box crowd, I'm here with Pega Ghaffori, one of the actors in NGM Plus's show From. It's hard to say that without saying from, but how are you doing today?
I'm doing so good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So first of all, I want to thank you so much for just taking the time to hang out and do an interview with us. Um, we do a podcast. Me and the other co-hosts both actually have loved the show from the very beginning, so it's really cool to get to talk to you.
Oh, I love that.
Um,
I love that. Thank you for watching.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the because of like the way that modern society is set up, I've become like I usually wait like 2 or 3 episodes, like binge watch a show a little bit, but your show's like one of two shows that we both watch like the day it comes out and talk about the next day because every show's like a leaves you on a cliffhanger and you like have to know what happens next. So
Yeah, sorry. Hope you're
no, it's
enjoying
great.
it.
That's great. I think we both love it. So first off, I just wanted to ask you, how has it been getting to work on a show like this? Like it's to me, it's very iconic. It's very much like Lost was in the past. It feels a lot like the best seasons of The Walking Dead. Like the characters, they're super developed. The show's not centrally focused around one person. Like the last episode that aired, you were a big focus of the episode. So, what does it feel like to be in a show like this? It's a lot different from what's on TV, I feel like.
Yeah, it's been incredible. The people that you work with make it really special. But it's also been insane to see the reach that it's had and the success that it deservedly is getting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very eye-opening and kind of humbling in a way. Um, but yeah, every time I speak to anybody that watches the show, it just blows me away how much they love it and how invested they are. And I can't thank the audience and all the critics and all those people enough.
Oh, I mean, for sure. It's hard not to get invested in that. Every episode, something weird happens that you weren't expecting. Um, I mean, there's still giant spiders from the first season. We have no idea what's going on with that. What
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
I That's why it feels like Lost to me used to feel. I don't know if you ever saw the show Lost, but there's just a ton of stuff going on. Everybody wants to know everything about everything, but the show gives you no answers really. But that's what keeps it interesting. So,
Yeah, they're good
um,
questions too.
yeah, they definitely are. But kind of a take because obviously I'm not an actor, you are. But what do you think when you get a script for something like this? Was it just like you were just trying to get on like a show, or because to me this show is amazing to watch, but I feel like if I read like a script for the first 2 episodes, I would be like, "What is this? Like, what's going on?"
Listen, I too went, what is this? But it was more of a matter of trying to make sense of it because our writer, the creator and the writer and the showrunner, they've created such an incredible story that no matter how much you try to figure it out, they just, you're not quite there. But that just gives you so much to work with, and it's so exciting to find something that you can try to discover things and maybe you will, but there's always more to dig in.
Yeah,
So it's been really special. I've really thoroughly enjoyed it.
oh, that's awesome. Um, so looking at your character specifically on the show, Fatima, I believe that's how you say that, but
Mhm.
uh, you kind of seem like the mediator of the show. If when I look at it, you have obviously a presence with the main group of characters that you're with, but you also seem to mediate very heavily with the other group of characters that kind of live in their own houses in the city. Has that been something you've tried to develop as a character? Is that just heavily written into the show, or is that a little bit just your personality?
The what you see is what's been written into the show, but a lot of it is also the conversations that we had with our writer, trying to develop these characters. And Fatima is very much there to help whoever needs it. She doesn't stand too much by the separation. If you need her, she's there for you. But this season especially, I can see her getting a little bit more guarded, a little bit more careful to let trauma that hasn't necessarily happened to her um, come to her, just because she can't really afford it that much anymore. But I'd say a lot of that is, when people need help, you want to be there for them. Um, Whether that's written into the show or it's me as a person or Fatima as a character, that's definitely, I see that too. Yeah.
Right, for sure. Well, looks like we're just about out of time. But again, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us just a little bit today and letting people know a little bit about the show. If anyone hasn't seen the show yet that's watching this, I mean, I don't know how because we highly recommend it to everybody we talk to, but you should definitely check it out. It's on MGM Plus. You can stream it on Amazon Prime. Again, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.